Well, hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Renee, and some of you may have thought I fell off the face of the earth, but I am still here. We painted. You'll see a video on it after our little chit chat, but we painted the living room, our dining room, and our kitchen. You can see my cabinets. They were so old, friends. Oh my gosh, and the last time we painted inside of here, the only thing I painted in the kitchen was the white part. There was paneling and it was old and outdated, but the last time I painted was clear back in 2012, so it was in dire need of a facelift. And you know how I wish that I could afford new cabinets, how wonderful that would be. But these cabinets, I'm telling you friends, they probably are from the early 70s, late 60s, early 70s, and they're solid and not like the particle board or press board they use nowadays, and kind of cheap but expensive. So we just sanded them down a little bit, roughed them up, we put some kills on them, and we painted them, and they turned out beautiful. We even saved the old hardware, friends, and I cleaned the old hardware on these, and I soaked them in vinegar, and then my husband painted them that beautiful little gold color, so they look like brand new hardware. I'm loving it. My kitchen looks so much bigger now. I hope you got your coffee. We have painted, oh my gosh, I think the whole time I was off we were painting. I took a couple days just to take a breath, because I wasn't sick, but I was run down, and I'll tell you why. I've told you before, I think I had whooping cough in December because I have this incredible cough. Now, it's almost gone now, but I'm telling you, I would just cough violently for the last 3 months. And my doctor had told me, oh, adults don't get whooping cough. So, I'm thinking, well, then it's some nasty schmutz going around because this is not right, So I did go back to my old doctor because I missed him, So I'm back in my original comfort zone with my old doctor. And he did tell me, absolutely, you could have had whooping cough. It was going around bad in December, especially here in Michigan. And he said, my lungs sounded terrible. He said that he believes I have a little bit of pneumonia in the lower portion of my lungs, and it's probably from that not being treated, the whooping cough, which can lead to pneumonia. So that's probably why I was a little out of energy and out of sorts and run down, So I took a few days and I just relaxed. I did nothing, friends. I barely even cooked. I just take something. All our freezer meals, we had some freezer meals in there for lunches, for breakfast, for dinner. I just used them, and I didn't cook much at all, and I loved it. Oh, I loved it. We got to make some more of them. But anyway, I'm back. I'm refreshed. I feel wonderful. He gave me medication to take care of the little mutts in my lungs, and my breath is coming back because I was getting out of breath so easy. I still get a little out of breath, but it's coming back, and but I feel wonderful now, and my house is all painted fresh. Everything looks wonderful. It's immaculate, clean. Now we're gonna do some cooking because we have to stock the market stand. So in our next video, not this one, but our next video, we're going to do all our breads and all our cookies and all our brownies, and we're going to get that stocked out there. And then it's going to be time to get in the greenhouse in a couple weeks now. Usually the first week of April, I'm out there planting. So I'll be taking you out there with me, and we'll be, chit-chatting out in the greenhouse. But also, friends, you have not seen it yet. We've got a beautiful outdoor kitchen that my husband built for me. I didn't do any of the work. Him and a friend of his built the entire thing. All the cabinets inside. It's beautiful. And we are going to be going out there because I've got to put all my stuff in there for my cooking. And we're going to do a lot of cooking and canning out there this summer. You're going to love that outdoor kitchen. It's just off from my wood-fired oven is not too far from it. So we'll be able to make breads out there, all kinds of stuff. I love cooking outside. And for the last, I bet you about 3-4 years, I've just had like a canopy out there and I'd cook under that canopy. Well, now I got a full-fledged kitchen out there, friends, and I am just dying to get out there and get cooking. So is the community. They want their pizza. Anyway, so you'll see that. We'll reveal that to you. But I'm also, after our little chit-chat, we're going to go through a walkthrough and I'll show you how nice the house looks and how everything turned out. So that'll be fun. Peaches did good all winter, but oh my goodness, friends. Oh my goodness. You see behind me, I got 2 new rugs. She's a stinker. She peed on my brand. She hasn't peed in this house in months, right? Well, she's getting a little testier. You know, she's pushing her limits. Well, the other day she was chasing a cat, and I don't know what got into her. She's been chasing a cat about the last 2 weeks. Just, you know, and she doesn't do anything when she catches her. She just looks at her. But she peed on my brand new rug. I'm like, what are you thinking? And so I shampooed it. I got it out, but it's like my friend says, that's why I can't have anything nice. She's got dogs. Bless her heart. But you can. You can have nice stuff. I just had to clean it. And I remember when we first got her, I said, you know what? You get a dog, you need a carpet shampooer. Plain and simple. So she chewed on one of my boots because she was muddy, and I made her stay out in the sun porch till she dried off. And I think she was mad at me, and she chewed up one of my boots. She don't never chew my stuff. And I thought, oh, you're just being a piss. I'm going to get you, you know. So, yeah, boy, we're going to have our hands full with her. John took her down to the ballpark to throw her ball and just let her run and get all that excess energy. Just spend it up on her. But she is a good dog, you know, and we can work with her. And she's a sweetheart. We're not going to get rid of her. She's family. But I told her, I was so mad, I said, you're going to get evicted. Not really. I was talking about Peaches. Yep, she's up running out all her energy, and then she'll be a good girl when she comes in. Gosh, there's just so much that went on. Mostly painting. That cost me, you know, just to paint 3 rooms. And all the extras I got, and I paid my neighbor to help me. She just was wonderful to help us paint. It was about $1,600 I put into this because I bought rugs, 2 new rugs. I bought all new curtains. I bought all new hardware. My curtains were shot. Oh my God, they were terrible. I was almost embarrassed for anybody to see them. So I got everything brand new. And pillows for the couch. You'll see it. It really is cozy looking. We changed around our living room too, so we made it a little more roomy in there. Do you have your coffee? I've gotten letters and emails from you guys saying, where are you? Are you okay? I answered the best I could, and I finally thought, you know what? I just need to post a note because I just didn't realize that people watched me so much, you know, that people were in tune with me. Shame on me for not telling you, and I'm so sorry. I just figured, well, I'll just take some time off and, you know, get everything painted and you won't even miss me. But you did, and I'm sorry. But we got a brand new kitchen to cook in, and we're going to have a ball. I want to do, you know, after we get all the stuff stocked for the market stand, that might take me a couple days because there's a lot of stuff I got to put in there. Come April, all my people come up that live up here in the summertime, and I'm telling you what, they just wipe me out. So I have to be ready for them. And eggs and all, and eggs. Can you believe the price of eggs now? You know, I read an article that said wholesale eggs were coming down. They were between $2 and $4 a dozen. Why are they still $9 and $10 a dozen in the store? Make you wonder. My chickens are starting to lay. It's slow moving this year. I don't know why. I think it's just because we had a nasty winter, and the last few winters we've had, oh my gosh, we didn't get very much snow at all. So they were back full blast laying in February. But right now I'm only getting about a dozen a day. And enough to supply us and a couple of my friends who don't have much, and I'm not gonna make them pay $9 a dozen when I can give them some free eggs, I can't believe that. Dollar General down here, $9.15 a dozen. Why are they still charging $9 and $10 a dozen when wholesale eggs are between $4 and $5? I'm sorry, friends. I think that's plain and simple corporate greed. That's it. People are going to pay that price for eggs, so they're going to leave it right there. And I think that's terrible. I think everybody should have backyard chickens. Ha! Chicken math. I started with 12 chickens, and now I think I got 60, and I'm getting 25 more. Anyway, we were talking about stocking the market stand. I need to get that stocked for April. And then I'm going to be busy. I'm going to be baking bread and stocking that every week. I want to do more freezer meals for busy nights and stuff, and I want to do a lot of the freezer breakfast. We used those, and they were wonderful. When it comes to the breakfast, I'm not a big breakfast eater. Really, my husband isn't either. So most of the breakfast freezer meals I make, I send off to my son and my daughter and my friends, But I'm telling you, I had some in the freezer, and we used them, and they were just divine. And we made burritos. The burritos that I made, we ate them all. During the time we were painting and stuff, we ate them. We had the roasted potatoes. I have a video that I forgot to put up, friends. It's before I painted the kitchen. I had went and got flash foods, and I took all that flash food, and I showed you how you can preserve it and fill your freezer with it. And I forgot to put it up. So you're going to see that video probably in a couple days, because I'm going to just sneak it in there. But don't be alarmed when you see, this nice new kitchen, and then you see the old kitchen. It's only because I forgot that crazy video. But you'll like that video. We did some more potatoes O'Brien. We did roasted breakfast potatoes. I don't remember what all we did, but we had fun. And we used all that flash food, $15 worth of flash food, and I got tons of stuff for the freezer. I love that flash food app. I've gotten a couple of my friends to start using that flash food. It really saves you a boatload of money. And it's a nice way to get fresh fruits and vegetables into your family, So, there's not a whole lot to talk about, because the whole time that I was gone, it was mostly painting, and then we ran to Cadillac. I haven't gone grocery shopping. We're living out of the freezers in the pantry. I could have done a pantry challenge for 3 months, I'm telling you, or 4 months. But I have not gone anywhere, but we will be going to Pineview probably within the next couple weeks. We'll be going to Pineview. So I've got a lot of stuff we're going to be making. We're going to be doing, you guys, you're going to see what life is like at the Waynas, because we're going to be cooking in the kitchen. We're going to be out in the greenhouse. We're going to be putting together the new kitchen. We're just going to be all over, and I'm just going to take you with me, a week in my life. And it's busy. It's busy around here. And I want to share that with you. You get good ideas anyway. And my greenhouse, I love my greenhouse. And I do spend a lot of time out there when I get that going. So I know there was something else I wanted to tell you. But of course, you know, I don't like getting old because I'm getting forgetful. But anyway, that's pretty much it. I'm going to do a walk around, so I'm going to show you the rooms that we redid so you can see that. That'll be a separate video. I don't want this one to be too long. Anyway, that's about it. All that all that I really have to say is I'm sorry I was gone so long, and thank you for waiting so patiently for me. And just know I'm not going anywhere. I'm back, and we got a lot of stuff to do. And I'm going to bring you all the way. So you all have a wonderful day. I'm going to get off here. We are going to do a walk around in another video, a separate video. I'll have that up tomorrow. These will be back-to-back videos. And then we're going to get baking. You all have a wonderful day, friends. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for being patient with me while I was gone. And I will see you in the next video, friends. And as always, thanks for watching. And finish enjoying your coffee.